Okay.
So,
Not,
welcome again,
not to
Mauro.
put not to put pressure.
Not to put pressure, right? Just saying casually. In case some people missed the previous stream, could you quickly reintroduce yourself?
Yeah, okay. I'm Mauro. I'm 37. I'm a teacher. I'm an art teacher in high
Mm-hmm.
school, and I live in Italy,
Yes.
more precisely in Lecce,
Mm-hmm.
which is a small town in the south of Italy.
Perfect. Sounds lovely. Welcome, Lazar. Thank you for being here with us. If you have any questions for Mauro, I'm sure he's going to be glad to answer them.
I will try,
Ain't that right?
at least.
Exactly. Do your best. Okay, Mauro, you can see the screen, right? You can see the
Yes.
picture in it. Do you
Yeah.
know which event this depicts?
Maybe the murder of Francisco Ferdinando, maybe.
Uh-huh. As Franz Ferdinand in English.
Yeah, okay.
That's right. And you said murder, which is correct.
Murder.
However,
Mm,
historically speaking, what the phrase you're going to see in textbooks is going to be assassination.
assassination,
What is
okay.
the difference?
I thought was cinnamon. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know they were different.
There was a difference.
They were
Yes, there
different.
is a slight difference in the sense that a murder could be, how should I define it? Without a plan. A murder
Okay.
could happen as a result of an accident. So
Yeah.
you could go in a bank trying to rob it without intending to murder any of the employees inside, but
Yeah.
something goes wrong and murder happens. And assassination always has a plan, a
Hmm.
plot in the back, and it's usually a famous person, an important person that is actually being assassinated.
Okay. Okay.
Those
Got
are
it.
the key difference. So
Hmm.
could be an accident. Always planned,
Land. Hmm.
usually a famous person. Can you think of any famous assassinations?
Okay, famous assassination. John Lennon.
Yes, that's a good
Um,
one.
yes.
A tragic one, really.
Um, who else? Martin Luther King. Um,
Absolutely.
who else? Mm,
Maybe some attempted assassinations. We've had some more recently.
more recently.
Yeah, some
Uh,
attempted assassinations.
Attempted. Okay,
hmm
attempted. So
They were not
Trump,
successful.
were not successful. I want to say
Exactly.
unfortunately, but not.
Let's keep it non-political here.
Yeah, no, no, no. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. The attempted, yeah, assassination of
hmm
Trump,
That's right. The
Donald
attempted.
Trump.
Indeed, that was a famous accident. Well, this assassination in the picture was not unsuccessful. What can you see
No,
in the picture? What are some objects you could name?
some okay, I'll check. Yeah, I can see, of course, a car,
That's right.
and yeah, one of the most ancient car, I think.
Yeah, some ancient
Um,
cars, old cars, yes.
Cards, yeah. And I see, of course, the person foreground
Mm-hmm.
holding a gun.
That's right.
Um,
What do we call this type of a gun?
um, I don't know,
A pistol.
honestly. A pistol. Okay, okay.
So
Like
a
an Italian,
hand-held
an Italian
gun.
pistola. Yeah.
Perfect. And what did he do with the pistol? When you
Uh,
pull,
you you pull the okay. What is this? The
mm-hmm,
word? Pull
pull the trigger,
the trigger. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
the trigger.
to do what?
To fire.
Bingo, to fire the
Mm,
gun. Could be, of course, any gun.
the gun.
Hi, Marco and Mauro. Hi, Yuppie Yuppie. Welcome on stream. Hope you enjoy it. Yes, so he fired the gun. What was the person wearing? And what do we call the person who performs an assassination?
An assassin,
An
I think.
assassin, that's right.
Assassin
Mhm.
or a murderer.
Again, depends on
Depends on
how
the.
you define them, but an
Hmm.
assassin in this case.
Hmm.
And what was the assassin wearing in this picture?
He's wearing a jacket, I think,
Hmm. That's right, a jacket
and a hat.
and a hat. Bingo.
Hmm.
That's right. He was
Hmm.
wearing a jacket and a hat. And what was the Archduke wearing?
He's wearing an helmet, I
Uh-huh.
think.
Well,
Yeah,
a helmet is
maybe.
usually protective. He was also
Mm,
wearing a sort of decorative hat. It's hard to
decorative
tell
hat.
from this
With
picture.
mm, with what is the mm, plumes? No, maybe the
The
um, uh,
feathers, you mean?
uh,
Or no? Not the feathers.
the
Which one?
yeah, the kind of hmm, yeah. Sorry, it's the end of the week.
It's the end of the
The
week.
be
You're tired.
comprehensive.
But
Please
you
be
are here. That's what
comprehensive.
matters, guys.
Yeah,
Mauro
okay, okay.
joined. That's what matters. He had
Let's
the
move
courage.
on. It
It's
doesn't matter.
it's a
Let's move
challenging
on.
class. It's more difficult than the previous one. The previous one was the first, second conditional, zero conditional. Not
Yeah,
as challenging. This is
yeah,
the real deal.
yeah.
Okay. So yes,
And
the
uniform is wearing a
a
uniform.
uniform, some
Mm,
gloves.
some gloves.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. A
His
belt.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boots, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm,
Boots, sure. That's right.
mm-hmm.
So a belt, that's a good word to remember if you don't know it. A hat, of course. Gloves. We can see some
Gloves.
gloves on
Yeah.
his hands. And those are the main details of the picture. What can you see in the background?
Um, I can see the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
People uh, who are watching. Who are looking at
Mm-hmm.
the
Observing.
scene, observing
Mm-hmm.
the scene, staring the scene,
Mm-hmm. Staring at in that case.
at
Mm-hmm.
okay, staring at.
Staring at. Perfect. That's all about this. Guys in the chat, do you have any questions for us so far? Do you have any questions, Mauro?
No, I think no. I was talking about the
Hmm.
that thing in on the hat. You
Ah,
know
on the
that.
hat.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent. I'd say some feathers, but it
Feathers. Okay.
might not be feathers.
Plumage. Maybe plumage.
Plumage. I
No.
wouldn't define it so.
Maybe. Okay.
It's hard to tell. Maybe it was just the artist's expression. Maybe
Hmm.
that's not what they really looked like. Because if you look at the guard's hat or their
Hmm.
cap, you can also see that it's rather blurry and smudged. So maybe
Yeah.
it was the technique that made it look
Okay.
that way.
Yeah.
You're an artist. What is this technique that the picture
No,
was
I think
painted in?
no, I think the plumage for
Hmm.
of like duck or some bird,
Hmm.
some bird.
Okay.
That sometimes you can see on the
Hmm.
ancient hats,
Ah, okay, so you
that
mean they wouldn't just take the feathers, they would take the entire plumage, like the
yeah,
entire bird.
I think yeah, I mean
Hmm.
or at least uh
Hmm.
some what do you say,
Yeah,
feather
feather, yes, but
feathers,
a plumage would be the
the entire,
entire
yeah.
feathery.
No, I
Hmm.
think maybe I don't know, two or three
Hmm.
feathers, I
Hmm.
think feathers.
Feather, yes. So the growth on birds.
Mm.
Skin. So that is birds'
Yeah.
bodies. So they have feathers covering their
Hmm.
bodies. What is the Italian word for a feather?
Piume.
Puma.
Piume.
Okay, so that's
Hmm.
you knew the what was the word? Plumage.
Plumage.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
more similar to the
Yeah,
Italian
it's
word for
similar.
feathers.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, that's all for the first slide. Let's proceed to the second one. We have a text, 3 paragraphs. When you're ready, start from the first one.
Okay, then there's not asking for help when needed.
Mm-hmm.
Quite often, I would re
Stubbornly.
stubbornly refuse to reach out to a colleague or friend for assistance out of pride, shyness, or fear of showing weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would waste hours trying to do everything on my own, only to admit defeat and ask for help afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I would have saved so much time and learned so much more if I had asked for help from the very beginning.
That's
A
right.
simple example comes from last week.
Mm-hmm.
My boss gave me a task that I had no idea how to do.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than confessing my lack of knowledge right away, or even asking a colleague for discreet help,
Mm-hmm.
I spent hours trying different alternatives and failing miserably.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, a colleague noticed my frustration and stepped
In to save.
in to save the
Mm-hmm.
day. Of course, he would have been happy to help if I had asked in the first place.
Okay, wait there for a bit. What
Okay.
does a lack of mean? A lack of.
Lack.
My lack of
Um,
knowledge.
um, a miss of something. When you
Mm-hmm.
miss, when
Mm-hmm.
you are not able to do something, or no,
That's right.
you don't know something.
That's right. You don't have something. A lack of
You
something.
don't have
Not
something.
enough or not at all, basically. Not
Mm,
at all. Either you don't have. If you lack courage, it means you
hmm.
don't have enough courage.
Okay.
Or if you lack money, it could mean you have no money. But it's
Okay.
not
Yeah.
enough either way. Hi,
Hmm.
teacher. Hi, Magdalena. Welcome on stream. Today we're covering the third conditional and the mixed conditionals. And with that, we'll wrap up the topic of conditionals. And in the next week, we'll do a revision class encompassing all the different conditionals. Great job, Mauro. Anything else worth
Yeah.
mentioning? Do you have any questions about the
Yes.
vocabulary? Uh huh.
Yes. I want to know what stubbornly means.
Uh-huh. What stubbornly? So stubbornly is an
Stubbornly.
adverb coming from the adjective stubborn.
Hmm.
Stubborn. And that means you don't want to change your opinion. Even if
Okay.
the other person is suggesting something good for you, you don't want to change it. You have
Okay.
your
So
own mindset.
you're stuck on your position.
That's right. So
So,
doesn't we often say stubborn like a goat. So
okay.
goats are known as stubborn animals. So
Okay. Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah. Okay. Understood.
doesn't want to listen to advice. That's a stubborn person. Are you stubborn?
But yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah. Often I avoid to ask help
Mm-hmm. Ask
if
for
I
help. Uh-huh.
ask for help if I can. If I I ask help if I
Ask for
obligated
help.
ask for help if
Mm-hmm.
I'm obligated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I'm somehow obligated, or if I really need
Mm-hmm.
help.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can avoid this, I prefer to do on my own.
Mm-hmm. That's
Hmm.
right. Got it. I mean, we are all a bit stubborn. Magdalena says a lack means without something. Well, that's right. Without something or not having enough. My lack of
Mm,
knowledge means I might have some knowledge, but I don't have enough. I'm
mm,
not. at the standard, at the level that is needed. Are you stubborn, Magdalena? Are you stubborn, Yuppie Yuppie? Let me know, guys. I am a
Mhm.
bit stubborn, just like Mauro. Any
Yeah,
other?
but
Uh-huh.
just because I don't want to annoy people,
Mm-hmm.
essentially for that, not because I think I'm able to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I don't need help just because I don't want to annoy.
Okay, you
Uh,
don't ask for help. But for example, if I suggest something that I think is beneficial for you,
mhm.
would you listen to my advice? Or
Yeah,
would
of
you.
course.
Okay, so maybe
No,
you're
no, of
not so
course.
stubborn. But
No.
again, stubborn people don't want to change themselves. That's
Okay, no,
another
no,
thing. Like my
no.
father is a passionate smoker, and even though he knows it's bad for him,
Hmm.
he just doesn't listen to our advice, and he keeps
Okay.
smoking no matter what it
Yeah.
is. Magdalena says yes, always. LOL. Ah, we all are sometimes. Is it a Mexican thing? Are all Mexican people stubborn? And Yuppie Yuppie says a little bit. Yuppie Yuppie is Italian.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
do you agree that Italians are always a bit stubborn, Mauro?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. My wife is stubborn, for example, but I don't know if other people
But maybe your wife
are.
would say that you are stubborn.
Yeah, yeah.
It could go
Definitely.
both ways. It could go both ways. All
Yeah.
right, guys, if there are no more questions about the first two paragraphs, let's move on to the third one. So the third paragraph.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this is one of the most common regrets in life. People
Mm-hmm.
often stay silent because they are afraid of looking weak or incapable.
Mm-hmm.
If they had learned earlier
We have that
earlier,
sound
okay.
earlier.
If they had learned earlier that
Mm-hmm.
asking for help is a strength, not a weakness, they might be more confident and efficient today. In
Mm-hmm.
the end, many problems will feel smaller if we were brave enough to ask for support when we need it.
Very true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you sometimes need that support and you don't ask for it out of fear or stubbornness, really. Questions about the
Yeah,
final
definitely.
paragraph?
No, 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 no. Mm,
It's all good.
no, it was
Do
just,
you
yeah, it's okay.
notice any specific structure in the final paragraph? These if sentences.
Yeah, if they had learned then asking for help is trying they might be. Yeah, this is a third conditional.
Which one?
The last one,
Uh
because
huh.
if they had learned
If they had
uh,
learned, okay, that asking for help is a
uh
strength, they might
they
be more
might be more
confident
confident.
today. It is not the third conditional
No,
because the
the
third
next one.
conditional talks about the past changes, hypothetical past. How
Mm,
would a past action change the outcome in the past? It is
mm,
all related to the past.
to the past, so now
Mm-hmm.
they
And
might
here
be
we
more
have
confident
today.
today. Yeah,
So
okay,
this is a
okay.
mixed conditional.
Mm-hmm,
That's right. And that is exactly what we're going to cover today. Let me just
mm,
check the chat. I think everyone is stubborn sometimes. Yes. I agree with Tilkijik too. Everybody is stubborn sometimes. Let's move on to the next slide. Third versus mixed conditional. Read the table for us, Mauro.
okay, third conditional. Unreal past condition and unreal past result.
Mm-hmm.
If I had seen you, I would have said
Mm-hmm.
hi. Mixed conditional, unreal past condition and present result. If I had seen you, I would know more about your plans now.
That's right. That's the
Okay, yeah.
most common application. And just to be clear, there is another variation that we are going to see in the next exercise. That is when we use the second conditional, the hypothetical future,
Hmm.
for the past result, the past change. For example, if I, let's say, if I were braver, I would have won the fight. Let's say like that. So you
Mm-hmm.
can see here we are combining the third conditional, the characteristic would plus have plus past participle, but we are using if I were braver, which is characteristic for the second conditional, meaning that, okay, I wasn't brave then, and I'm still not brave, but if I were, the
Mm-hmm.
past would be different, as would the present. But here we are focusing on the past. So that is
Yeah.
another variation of the mixed conditional.
Mm-hmm.
The other
Okay.
is, as mentioned, how would the past change the present? You can read the structure one more time just to confirm.
Okay. If plus past perfect would have plus past participle.
Mm-hmm.
If, yeah, this third
Mm-hmm.
condition, mixed conditional if plus past perfects, would plus base verb.
That's right. Or the other way around, past simple plus would have plus past participle. So
Mm,
those are the two options. I can write them down just in case.
yes.
So if past simple and then would plus have, or just would have together, would have plus past participle. Excellent. Guys in the chat, do you have any questions? Yupi Yupi, Tilkijik, Magdalena, anyone? If everything is clear, we can move on to the next slide.
Mm,
Mauro, do you have any questions?
no. No. Thanks.
Okay, it's hard to remember the structure. I guess we need to practice more. Exactly
Mm-hmm.
what we're going to do now. Let's move
Yes.
on to the next slide. We have 6 different sentences and 3 columns. Third, meaning the third conditional. Mixed N plus P, I named it this, N meaning now, the
Mm-hmm.
present, and P standing for past. Because if I
Mm-hmm.
had written P plus P, I think it would be confusing.
Yeah.
So now and the past, or the
Mm-hmm.
past plus now. We have to think
Okay.
about that. Take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
If I had seen this YouTube channel before, I would be a better English speaker. Wow, Magdalena, that's a good
A
sentence.
good sentence, yeah.
Thank you for that. I mean, Mauro is my former student from the company where I still work. He can tell you about me as a teacher.
Yes, yes, yes.
All the
Uh,
best, right?
all the best, all the best, only the best.
Perfect. So
Yeah. Let's
let's get to work. These nice words won't save you guys. We have to get back to work. So number one,
Okay. If he had spoken to an advisor, he could have invested his money in a safer industry.
okay.
I
What is
think
this?
is this is a third condition
Why? What makes you say that?
because it is the sentence talks about something in the past.
That's right.
So the first clause and the
Mm-hmm.
second are in the past. So if it's spoken, so
Mm-hmm.
something that that you cannot change
That's
anymore.
right, exactly. We are talking about a past event. He didn't speak to an advisor. That's what happened in
Yeah,
reality. Now we are speculating, hypothesizing if he had spoken to an advisor. And what about the result clause?
yeah, he could have invested his money in a safer industry. So yeah, now
Mm-hmm.
he would have
Mm-hmm.
more yeah, more money,
That's
probably
right,
more.
exactly. But now you're talking about the present. Now he would have. He could have invested, meaning shortly after that. Basically, right after speaking to the advisor, he could have
He
invested.
could have
Still in the
invested.
past. We don't know
Mhm.
what would happen now in the
Yeah,
present. Just
yeah.
the past would have been different.
Mhm.
Excellent. Number 2.
Okay, we wouldn't have such good results if we hadn't taken some risks.
Mm-hmm.
Allora, okay, so we
Allora, yes, I
allora.
know that. I know that it's an Italian thing. What does allora stand for?
Allora is like
So, okay.
so.
Do you have allora in Spanish, Magdalena? I know Spanish and Italian are a bit similar. Do you have
Yeah, yeah, they
allora
are.
in your language?
We wouldn't have such good results if we hadn't taken some risks.
So think about
Um,
the is it some past action that is affecting the present or some general fact that would have changed the past?
mm, mm, yeah, we don't have such good results yet and taking some risks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, mm, I think it's we don't have such taking some risks.
Mm-hmm. Is it
Maybe
the
it's a mixed.
it's mixed definitely,
It's
yes.
mixed,
Is
but
the result present now or the past?
I think the present,
Mm-hmm. The present
the
result.
present, yeah,
So
because
mixed past plus now. If we hadn't taken some risks,
yeah, if
right?
we hadn't taken some risks, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
The past change would affect the present moment. We wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have such good results. The
Yeah.
present would change. Okay, number
Okay.
three.
You wouldn't be here if you'd listened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, listen to me. So yeah. Okay. So I think it's mixed,
Mm-hmm.
but with a focus on the past.
Okay, so it's not the same as the previous one you're saying.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because it's um because if if there's the second if you'd listen to me,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't be here if you'd listen to me.
What
So
changes, the present or the past? What is the main
no,
focus?
the
The
present.
present, right?
Yeah, the
So
present.
again,
Yeah.
something in the
Yeah,
past affects the present
the
moment.
present. Yeah.
That's right.
They're tricky.
Tricky, exactly.
They're
Well,
tricky.
I mean, it's important we understand the structure. You're not going to be
Hmm.
asked this in everyday conversation. What you really
Yeah.
need to remember from this lesson is how to use them in practice. And that's what we're going to
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
do on the next slide. But until then, three more sentences. Number
Okay.
four.
If I spoke better
Mm-hmm.
Italian, I could have studied in Milan.
Mm-hmm.
Third conditional.
Mm-hmm. The third conditional.
No,
Why?
because if I spoke better Italian, I could have studied in Milan.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, if
Mm-hmm. Where is the past
no, no, no,
perfect?
no, no, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no,
Right.
no, no, because yeah, because there isn't past perfect. So if I spoke better, yeah, I could have studied in Milan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a mixed
Mm-hmm.
um, mm,
Is it the same
with a
as the?
focus in
Uh-huh.
the past.
That's right. So the
Yeah, because
past will
Yeah,
change.
could have
Mm-hmm.
studied in Milan.
Some general fact. If I
Yeah,
spoke better Italian, I could have studied in Milan.
in
We
Milan.
could
Yeah.
create a sentence. Let's just explain that. If I
If
had spoken, right?
I had spoken better
Mm-hmm.
Italian, I could have studied in Milan.
That's right.
So there will be something
Mm-hmm.
that's not true anymore. There's
Mm-hmm.
not, yeah, not realized. You cannot
That's right.
realize
Well,
anymore.
this one can't change either, right? I mean, you could maybe
But
in the future, but
yeah, in the future, yeah, you
the
can.
key difference is if I had spoken better Italian, that is only focused on the past. We are specifically talking
Yeah.
about some moment in the past.
Hmm.
Now, maybe you speak good Italian, but
Mm.
simply back then, if I had spoken better Italian, let's say in 1995,
Hmm.
1994, I would have studied in Milan
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah.
It's stuck in the past. Whereas our sentence, if I spoke better Italian, it doesn't provide a clear timeline, and it
Mm.
means that the person still as of right now, doesn't speak
Doesn't
good
speak in
Italian.
Italian. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
And they're
okay.
just saying the past back then, sometime they had a chance, they could have studied in Milan, but they didn't. So that is the
Mm-hmm.
difference from the other mixed conditional, where some past action changes the present moment. That's
Mm-hmm.
the key one.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome on board. How are you feeling in Brazil? I'm glad to see that my regular students are back. I always appreciate that. And we have a new one. So now there are 3 people on YouTube. Great. In Spanish, it will be. So in Spanish, it will be. We need the subject. Entonces y luego. How was my pronunciation? if if you can rate my pronunciation from 1 to 10, what do you think about my pronunciation, Mauro?
English pronunciation
No,
or
no, not that one. The Spanish one, because you speak a
Spanish
Latin
pronunciation?
language, so you have more authority.
I don't know. No, no, no. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to say because Italian pronunciation is very different than Spanish pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I'm studying a bit of
Mm-hmm.
Spanish, so
Mm-hmm.
but it's yeah, I mean it's 6 to 10,
Six out of 10. 6 out of
6 out
10.
of 10,
Okay, thank
six,
you.
seven.
6, 7, right? You
Yeah.
have that youth spirit. Yupi says present and N. I don't know which one you said that for. So let's do number 5, Yupi. Write in the chat what number 5 is. Let's see if you get it right. And let's see if Mauro gets it right. Mauro, number 5?
Okay, she wouldn't have been promoted if she wasn't such a great team leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is she wouldn't have been promoted if she wasn't such a, I think it's mixed
Mm-hmm.
with she wasn't such a great team with the present, with a focus on present.
So, which one? The middle column or the right column? What do you
Um,
say, Yupi? Write fast. Which column is it?
Promoted. If she wasn't such a great team leader, she wouldn't have
Mm-hmm.
been. Um,
What
mm,
changes? Does the present change or the past? What's the focus? Thank you, Lucas, for your praise. And Magdalena, thank you for your kind evaluation. Although I'm not sure if my pronunciation is worthy of that rating. But you're kind. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Now it's real Marco lingo. Okay,
the present.
Yupi says P plus N. Which one do you go for, Mauro?
Yeah, the past the
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Is it similar to number 4 or number
It is
3?
similar to where um yeah, it's similar to number two
Mm-hmm. Why?
because the present is changed
Mm-hmm.
because of something happened in the past.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's
Because
right.
she wouldn't have been promoted if she wasn't as such a great team leader.
Mm-hmm. But where is past perfect? You see, number 2 we have past perfect. If we hadn't taken some risk, we
Yes.
wouldn't have such good results. The reason why it's not the third conditional is because in third it would have been would have had such good
Mm,
results. We would
mm,
need uh, would have and past participle.
yeah.
So here it is in fact n plus p, the same as
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
number
Yeah.
4.
And
Because
P.
again, if she wasn't such a great team leader, she is now a great team leader. She was a great team leader back then too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fact about her. But
Mm-hmm.
speaking of her current skill, if she wasn't such a good leader, she wouldn't have been promoted. So we are
Mm-hmm.
again changing the past, how some general fact, some truth
Mm-hmm.
about this person would affect the past, how the past would have been different. Okay,
Okay.
let's move on to the number 6.
Okay. it would have been horrible if I hadn't found my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this again is a mixed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it would have been horrible if I hadn't
Mm-hmm. Be careful
found.
about that.
If it would have been horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I contracted it on purpose because now
no,
it looks
okay,
short,
okay,
but
yeah,
it would have been, right? The
yeah,
full
would
sentence.
have been
Mm-hmm.
if I hadn't found my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so is third conditional.
The third conditional, the
Yeah, because
classic.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Explain
very
to the
tricky.
viewers
Yeah,
why is
because
it? Mm-hmm.
yeah, because something stuck in the past.
That's
So
right.
if wouldn't have been, or if I hadn't found my backpack
Mm-hmm.
um, but I found it.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's
And you are
okay.
talking about at that time. At
Because
that time, it would have
that
been
time,
horrible. It
yeah,
doesn't
that
affect your
time,
mood now. It happened 5 years ago. You were in the woods. You forgot your backpack. It happened to me, by the way. It actually did. Here's your story time, guys. It was back in 2018, 2017. I was still a high school student, and we had this tradition of going to a park in the city after school. And of course, I had my backpack with me. Following that, I decided to go to the bus station, which was on the other side of the town. And while walking, after some 30, 40 minutes since leaving the park, I just suddenly realized there was nothing on my back. And I had to go all the way back to the park, hoping that my backpack would still be there. However, thankfully, it's a small town, and people are, I guess, honest. They didn't want to steal my backpack, which frankly only had textbooks inside. It wasn't even worth stealing. So I found my backpack. But it would have been horrible if I hadn't found it. You see, that
yeah.
is the practical use, how the past would have been
But you
different.
you weren't in some cities and in Italy. You wouldn't have found it.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
You wouldn't
if you
have
had
found
been, if you had
if
been.
you had been there, you
Yes,
wouldn't have found it.
that's right. Perfect, perfect use, perfect application. Mauro, good job.
Mm.
Yuppie Yuppie says too difficult. I mean, it's challenging. It's more difficult
Yeah, it's
than the
challenging.
yesterday's lesson, obviously. Lucas, Magdalena, what do you think? From 1 to 10, how difficult is this? What do you think, guys?
Mm.
Jada, what do you think? From 1 to 10, how difficult is it? Mauro, for you, how difficult from 1 to
Yeah, this
10?
is very diff the third conditional,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm able to understand and to
Mm-hmm.
apply it. But the mixed conditional, I struggle a bit
Mm-hmm.
with mixed
It takes
conditional.
time. It takes time to get used to it. But again, it is really about understanding the concept. So
Mm-hmm.
if let's say we ignore the focus on the present, it's
Mm-hmm.
not as common. But the one that focuses on the past change and the present moment, you're gonna use that one. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you're in a rush, and let's say you arrive at the airport in the nick of time. Do you know what
Mm-hmm.
in the nick of time means?
On just on time, I
That's
think.
right, in the nick of time, just before it's too late. So let's say you arrive at the airport in the nick of time. You could say, oh, if I had been stuck in traffic, so you're using the past
Yeah,
perfect. If I had been stuck in traffic, I wouldn't be here now.
I wouldn't be here now. Yeah, yeah,
Right,
okay.
right. So
Yes.
the past change would affect the present moment. It's six
Yeah.
seven, Lucas says. But really, he
Okay.
says 6 or 7.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's try to make it a 5 after this class. Let's try to make it 5 6, not 6 7. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. Any questions for me?
No, no,
No
thanks.
questions. Okay, let's talk. Let's try to apply the knowledge in practice. First, let's talk
Okay.
about the picture on the right. What can you see?
I can see a girl
Mm-hmm.
who is uh, difficulty.
Uh-huh. Who is
Uh, p-
having difficulties?
okay,
Mm-hmm.
is having difficulty. Uh,
Difficulties.
difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
She's holding her head.
That's right.
Um, yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
she's studying third mixed conditional, I think.
Due to
Did you study
studying mixed
mixed
conditionals.
conditional?
Perfect.
Yes. Yeah, guys. Yeah, what else? Yeah, in front of her,
Mm-hmm.
there's a table
Mm-hmm. Well, what is the difference between a table and a desk?
and desk. Yeah, not a
Mm-hmm.
table. Yeah, because a desk is a
Mm-hmm.
table
Mm-hmm.
that you use
Mm-hmm.
to study or work.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that desk is for studying. Everything else is a table, really. You could have your bed table, you could have
Oh,
a
for
table in your
work? No,
kitchen.
no.
Table for
Close for
work?
work. No, yeah, desk
Desk,
also
no,
for work.
absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
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 for
okay.
work. So
Yeah, for work.
mostly for work. Exactly, studying or work. Good.
Oh.
What's on the desk?
Laptop
Mm-hmm.
and a mug.
Mm-hmm. That's right. What does it
And
say on the mug?
focus on what you control. You can
That's right.
control.
That's right. It's
Yes,
good.
it's
Sometimes
true.
you
Yeah,
can't control some things. They are beyond your control.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's my philosophy.
Good. That's a good
Yeah, yeah,
approach.
yeah. Yes. And the notebook.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
right.
what else?
Uh-huh. A pen, right?
Pen, yes,
Mm-hmm.
pen, and
And something I put in every picture, what is next to the laptop?
a plant
A
on
plant,
in
sure. And what is the
yeah,
name of the container?
yeah,
Guys in the
um,
chat, write the name of this object.
flower cup,
Ah, so close. Flower pot.
flower pot, yeah,
That's
flower
right.
pot.
If
Okay,
Magdalena and Lucas, if you come on stream in the future, you better know this word. This flower pot. I teach
flower
it
pot.
every lesson.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
I heard it.
A flower pot. Good. And what are the names of these notes on the table and in the back? Or to be
Sticky
fair,
notes.
yeah, or to be, I guess we can see a little bit of tape here. So
Yeah,
they're not really sticky notes,
yeah,
as
sticky
she had
notes.
to use the tape to
Yeah.
apply them on the wall. Do you use sticky notes?
No, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I think they are. Yeah, just for to remind me that I have to to take away the no take away to throw away
Uh-huh.
the trash.
Understood. To throw away
Yeah,
the trash.
throw away the trash. Yeah,
That's the
just for
key thing.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You don't want to update to an app. You like using notes. Fair
yeah, just for
enough.
that. Yeah, because in the morning before
Mm-hmm.
I go out before
Mm-hmm.
um have to remind me to
Mm-hmm.
go that you to throw away because otherwise they
It piles up.
accumulate
Yeah, yeah,
the
it
piles
piles
of the
up. Yes,
piles
yes, yes.
up.
It piles up. That's right. So grows in size, accumulates. Good job. People are saying me now in the picture. Yuppie is saying that. So they are struggling with the third conditional. Uh, Difficult, but practice makes perfect. Yes, that's right. Post, it's. I didn't understand that one, Magdalena. Please clarify. Uh, Post, it's. Didn't really get it. Did you understand?
What do you asking
Post,
me?
it's. Magdalena wrote in the chat, post, it's. Didn't quite get it.
Well,
Please.
I post it. Yeah, post
Mhm.
it. They're called in Italy. They're called post-it, sticky,
Ah, the sticky notes.
sticky
Yeah, yeah,
notes,
that is
post-its.
The
The
British term,
brand,
right?
so because the
Post-it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
post-it, because I think there is a brand
Yeah, 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 brand
called it,
name, right?
yeah.
But I always call them the sticky notes. It's easier to remember because they stick to the wall. Bravo, Magdalena. Yes, yes, yes. Post it. That is the British term for these
Mm,
notes. You are
mm,
right. So, let's move on to the question. If you had studied something different, how do you think your life would be different now?
mhm. Uh, okay. How do you think your life will be different now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I had started, for example, yeah, when I was a child,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be vet, a vet,
Uh-huh. A veterinarian.
hmm veterinarian. So, so maybe if I had studied science in a
Mm-hmm.
science school,
Mm-hmm.
I will I will be a vet
Mm-hmm.
now.
That's right. If
Yeah, the mixed
I
condition. Yeah.
bingo, if I had
Bingo.
studied, or what would you say? If I had studied,
Science in a
mm-hmm,
science school,
mm-hmm, in a
um,
science school,
I would be
I would be
a vet
a
now.
vet now. Perfect.
Yeah.
3M brand. Good job. Magdalena, let's hear your sentence for the first question. Same to you, Lucas, if you're still here. Jada, if you're here, guys, let's practice making our sentences. Write them in the chat. Answer the question. Mauro did a good job. Yuppie, yuppie, you too. You need to answer the question using the mixed conditional. Mauro, good job to you. What about the second sentence? The second question. What would you have
What
done
would you have
differently
done
if you
differently?
had known then what you know now?
Would you have done differently if you had known
Mm-hmm.
then what you know now? Okay. Okay. I would.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay. I would have. Mm, okay.
Mm-hmm. Think about something. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
what
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
situation that you would have done
Okay.
differently?
I. Okay. I would have
Mm-hmm.
broke up with my ex-girlfriend
Mm-hmm. Would
if
have broke, past participle is
broken up.
broken, yes. Mm-hmm.
I would have broken up with my
Mm-hmm.
ex-girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
if I had known
Mm-hmm.
how mad she was.
Mm-hmm. That she was.
I hope I hope she's not watching uh
I don't
live
think
stream.
so. I don't think so.
I don't care, but I don't want to be so rude.
That
Don't
she
want to be
was
so rude.
what?
She was so mad, so crazy.
So mad slash crazy. Okay. I would have broken up with my ex-girlfriend if I had known
Yeah,
that she was so
I
mad
have
crazy.
to maybe I have to put I would have broken up
Uh-huh.
earlier,
Earlier, I
earlier.
understood. Because you
Yeah,
did end
with my
up breaking up.
yeah,
Okay.
of course, earlier
Okay.
with my ex-girlfriend if I had known
Okay.
that she was so crazy.
Or would have broken up with my ex girlfriend earlier. Either way,
Yeah.
earlier. Let's just follow the general rule to put the time at the end. Got it. Let me see the sentences in the chat. If I had studied
Okay.
something different, I would have been an architect. Oh, cool. My mom is an
Mm,
architect. Now I'm dealing with budget forecasts and numbers. Oh, just like Yuppie Yuppie. Yuppie Yuppie is in the same branch. If I had at school yet, I would be living in another place. If I had, we need the main verb, Lucas. So if I had something, maybe you wanted to say, if I were in school still. maybe like that. But then it is the second conditional, which is excellent, but we need the main verb. So look at the sentence Magdalena wrote. If I had studied, Mauro said, if I had known. So for you, maybe you can write, if I had been at school longer, something like that. I would have changed job if I had applied to a different company. I would have changed job if I had applied to a different company. Oh, for which one? The second one. I would have changed job if I had applied. Just a second. I would have changed job if I had applied to a different company. Okay, I would have changed jobs. We generally say it in plural. I would have changed jobs, or I would have changed my job. I would have changed jobs. We say like that. Or my job. So there needs to be a determiner in front of a singular countable noun. I would have changed jobs or my job. What did Yuppie Yuppie say? If I had studied something different in the past, I would be a doctor now. Cool. It's a good choice. And Yuppie Yuppie is laughing at your answer. She's saying Mauro and the crying laughing emoji. So I think your answer is very hilarious, Mauro.
But and it's true.
It's true. Have
Because
you?
it's true.
Perfect. You are an honest student. If I
Yeah.
had a YouTube channel, I would spend a lot of time online. That is the second conditional, Lucas. Good job for the second conditional. I have an online channel and I do spend a lot of time online. Let's say if you were to make it the third conditional, you would write, if I had a YouTube channel, I would have spent a lot of time online. That would be the third conditional. The third question for you, Mauro. What if the 2020 global pandemic never happened?
Okay, if the 2020
Mm-hmm.
global pandemic never happened,
Mm-hmm.
we would be um, more
Mm-hmm.
more rich
Mm-hmm. Well, rich,
and
sure. It's a short adjective.
richer,
Mm-hmm.
more richer
Mm-hmm.
and
But
less
without more. More plus long adjectives. More successful, more incredible. But rich is short, so it's like long or big.
uh,
Bigger, longer, richer.
richer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, richer.
So if the pandemic never
Never
happened,
happen.
mm-hmm.
We will be richer
Mm-hmm.
and less worried
Mm-hmm.
about our health.
Okay, we
Yeah,
would
well,
be
our health. Maybe.
richer.
Yeah,
Okay. So if the pandemic never happened, we would be richer. Or if the pandemic had never happened.
had never happened. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because it
That's
happened.
that's right. Had never
Yeah,
happened,
had never
we would
happened.
be richer. Why do you think we would be richer now?
Could you repeat?
Why do you think we would be
No,
richer?
no, just not richer as
Mm-hmm.
people, but as countries. I
Oh,
think
mm-hmm. You think
maybe
the
the
pandemic
pandemic
ruined
had ruined.
all the
But I
travel,
mean,
tourism?
yeah, travel tourism in
Mm-hmm.
some countries, and also some activities, some
Mm-hmm.
yeah, activities. I think
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
businesses.
Got it. Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. It really slowed
yeah,
down economies, and we are
yeah,
still trying to come back to the pre-pandemic levels. However, the wars and everything are making our lives miserable. Lucas
yes,
says,
yes. Well,
OMG, it's not 6 out of 10, it's 10 out of 10 hard. His opinion changed. But Lucas corrected himself. If I had created a YouTube channel, I would spend a lot of time online. Now I think
mm,
it's the third one.
yeah,
Just one
so.
small correction, Maura. Do you see the problem?
Now, could you repeat because
Uh huh.
I cannot see.
Yeah, it's in the
So,
chat. Maybe you can check on YouTube if you have it open on your
ah,
phone.
yeah,
You can check the
on you on
chat.
YouTube. Oh,
YouTube
not
chat. Uh
yeah.
huh.
Okay, just a second. Try
Mm-hmm.
to do. Uh, No, was
Oh, you work from home, Magdalena. Are you happy about that? I think it's good. I think working from home is good. That's the only good thing that came out of the pandemic. Before COVID-19, remote work was seen as something that makes people lazy, that lowers production. I think
yeah, I
it was
wouldn't
the
have
only.
worked.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have worked
Mm-hmm.
for from home.
No, no, no.
Now, what is it? If I know, just a second.
That one is
If
fine. I mean, yours would just be the
yeah,
third
yeah, yeah, yeah.
conditional.
No, I had
Magdalena's was good.
created.
Lucas's sentence, the one
Yeah,
above.
yes.
If I had created a YouTube
If
channel,
I had created a YouTube channel, I would, and
a
I
lot of time.
would have, I would have spent
A lot of time
a
online.
lot of
Yes,
time
that would be
online.
the third conditional. But
Yeah,
this one is
definitely.
correct too, Lucas. Your sentence is mixed conditional. It's a mixed conditional. So
Mhm,
that is
mhm.
the difference. But you are right. It is a little bit hard. Just practice. Yupi says if the pandemic had never happened, we will not have smart working now. Yes, just like Magdalena said, but we will not. We wouldn't have. We wouldn't have smart working now, remote work now. Good. Number 4, is there anything you regret not doing, Mauro?
Mm, yeah, doing what might have happened if you
Mm-hmm.
had done it. Maybe, maybe I could have traveled
Mm-hmm.
more. This is a one of
That's a classic, the classic
yeah,
regret.
because when you have a child, it's very
Mm-hmm.
difficult to
Absolutely.
travel, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to have a trip.
Right. So let's make the full
So,
sentence.
um, maybe I could say,
What would have happened had you traveled more? So if I had traveled
if
more.
I had traveled more,
Mm-hmm.
I would have
Mm-hmm.
I would have known
Mm-hmm.
um, many different places.
Mm-hmm. I would have
I would
known.
have visited
Yes, better.
different places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Visited many different places. Do you have any travel destination? Any dream travel destination? Yesterday we spoke about it. Magdalena
In,
said India, I guess. She went there already. And Lucas said China. So what about you, Mauro?
yeah, I have a reasonable
Uh-huh.
destination that would be Greece, as I told you.
Okay, that is very
Yeah,
realistic.
realistic. And
Mm-hmm.
then another not so realistic, at least in a short time,
Mm-hmm.
which is Japan.
Okay, that's mine too. I love Japan.
Yeah.
I worked with many Japanese students. It would be a great destination.
Yeah.
Tilkichik says Sevilla for me. Sevilla in Spain.
Sevilla, Spain. Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Very good. No, no, it's Sevilla. I've been in Barcelona,
Mm-hmm.
Girona and Barcelona,
Mm-hmm.
and
I've
they're
been
very good.
to Barcelona.
I've
Mm-hmm.
been to.
It's a common mistake. We arrive in somewhere,
Mm,
but we go to a place, go to a
mm-hmm,
destination. So
mm-hmm,
I've been to Sevilla.
mm.
The final one, it's specific for you. What if Italy had qualified for the upcoming World Cup?
It's a dream, considering the last 12 years, if Italy had qualified
Mm-hmm.
for the upcoming World Cup, I think it would have
Mm-hmm.
uh, um, leave.
Mm-hmm.
Would have left. It
Mm-hmm.
would have left
Mm-hmm.
after the after the what is this Ottavi? What is that? Ottavi is not what is
The group
would have
stage?
Yes, yes. The
Uh-huh.
first stage, what is the
Ah, okay, the group stage, yes. So
group
it
stage?
would have, well, we would write it would have been knocked out.
Knocked out.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Knocked out in the group stages. In
yeah.
the group stage.
I seems a bit ungrateful, but a bit rinnegato, good.
Yes, yes, yes. That's you right now. That's you right now. You are not grateful to your motherland.
No, no. Of course, I support Italy. Of
Hmm.
course.
I see. We have a really heavy sentence from Magdalena. She says, "If I hadn't traveled a lot, I would have paid my mortgage." Well, it's a
Yes.
life choice.
It's
It's
a
a
life.
life choice.
Yes. Yes.
And Yuppie Yuppie is crying. She's Italian, I guess. That's why. Guys, Lucas, you are from Brazil. Magdalena, you're from Mexico. Both of your countries are in the World Cup. What are your predictions? Are you going to watch? How do you think your countries will perform? Uh, who else is here? Jada, you are with us. What do you think about Turkey's chances? Let's talk about that for the end. Let's forget about the third conditional in the mixed conditional for a bit. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup, Mauro?
It's a very difficult question. I think there are three uh, football teams that
Mm-hmm.
could um, fight
Mm-hmm.
for the victory,
Mm-hmm.
for the
For the trophy. For
for
the
the
trophy.
trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
um, Brazil, German, Germany,
Germany, yes.
Germany, and Brazil, Germany, and I don't know if Argentina could be. Yes, maybe
But what about
um,
France? Don't forget France.
France, France, but yeah, yeah, also France.
Mm-hmm.
France, yeah, maybe France and Argentina, but also Portugal is
Mm-hmm.
very,
Portugal,
very good.
yes. I think they might give the trophy to Portugal just for the sake of Ronaldo's legacy. He needs
Yes,
that World
yes,
Cup to become equal to Messi again. Now,
yes.
the overall silverware favors Messi over Ronaldo. Lucas says his predictions are conservative, but filled with hope as well. Good luck. I hope Brazil can perform well. It's been a while since Brazil last won. Their last title was in 2002, right? 2002.
2002. Mm.
Japan and Korea World Cup. Lucas, am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Jada says Turkey. Do you think Turkey can win? Maybe as dark horses?
But maybe, yeah, why not?
Who knows?
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Yuppie says no France, no. So yes, good correction, Lucas. No
Because
France. Uh
because
huh.
it seems everyone hates France. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
I because they have a superpower team. They really have a dream team. Even their third squad could challenge for the title, for the trophy. I think that's
Mm,
why. I think
yeah,
that's why people just
maybe.
don't like them because they are too strong. Let me see.
Mm,
Magdalena says yes. The worldwide is in my country, and also in the USA and Canada. I reckon the winner will be the Netherlands. Be careful,
oh, the
Magdalena. We spoke
Netherlands.
about that yesterday. We add the definite article the when it's a collection of places. So the
The
Netherlands, the
Netherlands.
UK, the
Mhm.
Philippines, or if there is the Republic in the name, then we say the Czech Republic, the People's Republic of China. That is the general rule. I don't know about the Netherlands. It's an interesting take. I don't consider them to be
I, I, I
favorites.
bet I bet you are going to support the United Kingdom, of course.
Me?
Already.
No, but there's no UK. It's just England. It's just
Okay, just
England.
England.
No, no, no. I'm going
Okay,
to
yeah, England.
support, of course, Turkey. I have to
Yeah, of course.
for my fiance.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to support Mexico. Not because we have a
Yeah,
viewer from
nice.
Mexico, not because of that, but because Mexicans really are passionate people. They love football, and
Yes.
it's played in Mexico, the U.S. and Mexico, so and Canada in addition. So
Mm,
the host countries always perform well. So
yeah.
I think they can do well in the tournament. Guys, do you have any final questions about the topic today? Don't worry, we're going to revise next week. I'll create a material that includes all the conditionals covered yesterday and today. So we're gonna practice more. Practice makes perfect. Don't worry. Mauro, questions?
No, thanks.
No questions. Chat. If there are any questions, please ask. I hope I won't have to say, if you had asked questions, you would understand it now when we meet next time. I hope I won't have to use that sentence. Great lesson. Thanks, guys. Thank you for watching. I think Mauro is definitely a good partner, good student to be in these lessons. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. I guess that's all. No questions are coming. So, guys, I'll wish you all a great evening. Get some good rest and come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to have a special guest. I won't say more than that. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Thanks for the lesson.
You're welcome, Mauro.